There was a six-man tag match, and Cody Rhodes was taken out of it. And Nick Aldis, he said it's out of his hands, and Cody Rhodes was like, like, how's it out of your hands? You control SmackDown, and he said the final boss changed it because The Rock is supposed to be back on SmackDown tonight. I'm actually filming this during SmackDown during the commercial, so I don't know at the moment, but we'll see what happens with that whole final boss stuff. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. The Rock and Cody Rhodes were face to face. I mean, it was just weird. It really was just weird. The Rock said that he wants Cody to sell his soul, which is like one of the creepiest things. It didn't make much sense, and even Cody Rhodes looked confused. And it was this long and drawn out thing, and then at the end, The Rock just walked out, and by the end of it, it just still didn't make much sense as to what he really meant. What was he trying to get Cody Rhodes to do? It didn't fully make sense. But they're leaving it open until March 1st Elimination Chamber. So I guess we'll see what happens there. But man, was this confusing. Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso. It was kind of like a basic match, but in the end there was a surprise because Drew McIntyre hit like a version of an Alabama slam on the stairs, and then was going to hit another one later on in the match. But when he was going for the second one, Jimmy Uso reversed it into a roll up, got the pinfall, and that was it. Drew McIntyre got upset and started beating down on Jimmy Uso. And after that, he was going to position him for like a really dangerous move, maybe like a Claymore to the post or something like that. And then all the security came and stopped that from happening. And then Drew was walking out, and then he turned around really quickly, hit the Claymore, and then walked back out. No one came to save Jimmy, but no one's always gonna come to save, everyone either. But that was pretty much that. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa going up against Damian Priest and Braun Strowman. Midway through the match, Solo was getting ready to go for a spike. Damian Priest actually grabbed his throat first, like he's getting ready to go for a choke slam. And then Jacob tried to super kick Damian Priest. And the same thing that he was upset with Solo about that we talked about earlier happened. He accidentally kicked Solo Sikoa. After that, Jacob was thrown out of the ring, and Braun Strowman pretty much just rammed into both Jacob and Tama Tonga. And then in the middle of the ring, Damian Priest finished off Solo with a choke slam to get the pinfall. R-Truth had a tag team match, going up against The Miz and Carmelo Hayes, and he said that he had a secret tag team partner that nobody knows yet, which there was even some comedy as to how the match came out to be. Um, it was just silly. Miz was trying to get Carmelo Hayes to say Melo don't Miz, and it was all this silly stuff. But anyways, no one knows the R-Truth's tag team partner yet, and he said that it's someone out of Louisiana. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't think I know one wrestler that comes out of Louisiana. Like, who could this possibly be? And he announced his tag partner as not LA Knight, but Louisiana Knight. Okay. He comes out there, and then on top of that, then R-Truth has these beads in his hand, and then and like a sub sandwich and whatever. And then they go down to the ring and they start the match. Again, R-Truth being the comedian that he is. In the middle of the match, instead of tagging in his real tag partner, LA Knight, he tags in The Miz instead and stands on the apron like, okay, what's next? Right? Again, the comedian that he is. In the end, R-Truth winded up losing after Nakamura got involved, but it was a fun ride along the way though, with all the comedy from R-Truth. I don't know if this was everyone's night to be creepy or what, but first The Rock, and then we are followed up with this Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was being Kevin Owens again this week, if you know what I mean by that. He was standing against a wall that, it looks like, the outside of a house or something. And he was talking about how Sami Zayn, was able to get the match against Kevin Owens. And he, of course, talked about the fact that Sami Zayn mentioned ending Kevin Owens' career, but he didn't mention it in the way that, Kevin Owens was mentioning ending Sammy's career. But of course, he talked about that. He said that would hurt. Kevin Owens said that that would hurt his family. But I mean, come on, you're doing the same thing as Sammy, right? But anyways, we'll keep going. He said he told Sammy, well, he's looking at the camera. He said, Sammy, you're gonna be hurting your family once I end your career in this match. And then he panned over and showed that the house that he was standing outside of is actually Sami Zayn's house. You could actually see him in there with his wife and child. And they were just, just a happy family. And it's like, okay, this is getting to be another level. You have gone to his house. It's scary now. You've actually gone to his house. And then after that, he panned back to himself and he said, well, this is what you want, and I'll see you in Toronto. And that was kind of like it for that. But man, once Sami Zayn sees this footage, he's gonna be like ragingly upset, I'm sure. But we'll just, we'll have to wait till either Monday or next Friday to see. I'm sure it'll be on Monday. But we'll see what happens next. Man, this is becoming a really good storyline, man. Out of all the wrestling stuff, KO and Sammy is my storyline. That's the one that I'm a big fan of right now. And that's pretty much the best of SmackDown February 21st, 2025. That's it for this video, peeps. Peace out, peeps.